conversation recently, the idea of, is the IT department dead in this new digital economy, this Internet of Things, cloud computing? Everything seems to be moving away from the traditional IT department service offering and deployment model. I personally, I don't believe that the IT department will be obliterated. There will always be some sort of function for an IT department, but I think its all-encompassing top-down approach to the service delivery model will certainly change. There's no question that business has identified that it can source its services, it can develop its services outside of its own borders. And as we all know, often cost-effective and timely manner. I think the future of IT department will really depend upon the IT department itself. The idea that everything goes through the IT department's gateway for approval is an idea that is no longer sustainable. The IT department needs to change with the times. As I mentioned earlier, business will have a digital risk officer advising on key risk issues. It will not be required to filter its requirements through an IT department that perhaps has no clear understanding of the business objectives and, in fairness, is tasked with so many efforts that some are simply not achievable within its mode of operation. So the IT department needs to find value elsewhere. How can it be legitimate in the age of the customer? I think the IT department will need to look at user experiences, how the adoption of new technology is working for their customers, for their employees, how the adoption of services aligns with business strategy, business objectives. Are the tools doing what they're supposed to? And if not, how can we improve them? How can we understand what works and what does not work in a changing environment? So I think if the IT department were to approach technology on that basis, to provide value to a business, to understand what's being done, and if it's being done efficiently, then the IT department most certainly has a future. But the IT department that sits on a throne and determines whether something can or cannot go ahead, I don't think has any place in this new digital economy. Simply because it is not a model which brings any benefit to anyone, but like most things, it's no longer enforceable. Marketing managers with a corporate credit card can go out and buy a service. And, of course, they do. So we can either pretend that they can't, or we can get on board and facilitate the process. So I find the times ahead are very challenging, and I think are going to be extremely rewarding. But I think security, business risk, digital risk, all of these terms mean one thing. They provide the necessary advisory service to businesses and to a business strategy. And in this digital economy where time to market will be more important than ever, I think we have a very, very key role to play. Thank you.